Okay, it's day one. We've been on the road for a couple of hours. Just hit the Florida border. Now we're in Alabama, up in the Panhandle. Hitting some pretty heavy rain here. ready to get out into the arid west, out into the wild.
Destination W.
Destination W, baby. It is just a torrential downpour here in Mississippi. Visibility maybe 50 feet. It's really coming down, cats and dogs. I'm glad I'm in the trusty Tacoma here, the ultimate all-terrain, all-weather vehicle. So yeah, you're not actually supposed to have your flashers on like this jabroni. That's against the law. Okay, so first night on the trail, we're making a little dinner. We tell them what we got, Hunter.
We got chicken noodle with it's corn.
Ramen noodles, corn, and some chicken. Did some little off-road action. Almost got stuck down there in the mud. It's pretty creepy out here, honestly. We're in the backwoods of, where are we?
I have no idea.
I think it's we're not in Louisiana yet. It must be Mississippi. I thought I heard a banjo off in the distance earlier. Okay, it's 7:20 in the morning. We just got back on I-12 towards Texas. And where are we, Hunter?
We're in the bayou.
We are down in the bayou of Louisiana. It's pretty cool. It's not that cool. You're turning around so they can see. I mean, it's just an elevated, it's like a bridge over the swamp through all the woods and such. Looking for some alligators, looking for some swamp people. We're gonna stop and get some Cajun food. Just kidding. Okay, so how did you sleep on the first night of the journey?
I slept pretty well. It got pretty foggy up in the car, but
yeah,
besides that,
it was very foggy. I had a little fan that was going, but it died. So then it got really muggy, and it started. So I cracked the windows a little bit, and it started raining, and it was okay because it felt kind of nice.
I was asleep for all this,
but then it just started absolutely pouring. So I had to put the windows up, and then it got really steamy. We knew it was going to rain, so we didn't even bother setting up the tent because it was just going to get muddy and full of mud and crocodiles and bayou people. So we decided just to sleep in the truck. All right, so here we're making a very nutritious breakfast of Spam outside the Walmart. So the key to making Spam is what you cook it in. So here I have the hunk of meat, and I'm just going to slice some off of here, like so. Hook it up for my good buddy Hunter.
oh yeah.
See that sizzle? That's good stuff. So we got extra virgin olive oil, which really just gives it a nice flavor. Makes me feel like I'm in the south of France. Okay, so we are about 60 miles west of Abilene, Texas, and everything's finally starting to look more desert-like. I was waiting, you can't see now because of the foliage in the way, but I assure you that it is nothing short of a beautiful scene with lots of cacti and arroyos. So, it's very satisfying because we've been in such boring terrain this entire... Finally, we start seeing what we came for, which is to conquer the desert. Okay, so here we are in our first desert, the Chihuahuan Desert. It's pretty cool. We're in West Texas, just east of El Paso, and this is the beginning of the Chihuahua Desert. What do you think, buddy?
Dude, it's awesome.
It's awesome, but
amazing.
We're like just the elevation, I guess, is a lot higher than Florida.
We're out of breath.
Climbing up these
going
sand
up this
dunes, just like
10-foot hill is like, that'll give me heart pop.
So what do we have here, Hunter?
A tent with no tent poles.
And 8 billion gnats. So Hunter brought a tent, but there are no tent poles in it. So we are going to have to be resourceful and make our own shelter to sleep in. Luckily, it's super nice out. So just sleeping on the ground or the back of the truck won't actually be that bad.
So tonight's a beautiful night. I mean, this is a fantastic second night of sleeping here. We got the camp set up. The only problem we're having is we forgot the dang fuck, start over. So tonight's a fantastic night. The stars are out. It's getting dark, getting real dark. Bugs are staying away because we put the light over there. Andy's playing beautiful songs on the guitar. We kind of fixed up the tent a little bit. Maybe not. I mean, it'll work for the night. I might sleep there. Andy might sleep in the bed of the truck. We might switch it up. We don't know yet. But, yeah, man, it's a fantastic night.
Well, honestly, I'm just hoping that it gets chilly so we have to cuddle. So I'm gonna crawl right into your shitty little tent with you. You can call it a tent. So I'm not too sure that my bed topper will support my weight without crushing it, and it would be terrible if we crushed it because then it wouldn't keep all the water out. So what I've done here is I've squashed a lot of the stuff down, and then I've blown up my little thing which doesn't seem to maintain the air, and I'm just gonna sleep right there. So hopefully no scorpion crawls up into the bed of the truck while I'm sleeping. So here we are in New Mexico. We just blasted right across the state. I feel like we just crossed the border and we're already almost to Arizona. Keep seeing signs for in case of a dust storm, pull off of the roadway. So I kind of want to get caught in a dust storm. I think that'd be kind of, yeah, definitely. The mountains are getting bigger.
Land's getting drier.
Land's getting dry. It's really hard pan out there, and you can see some mirages off in the distance. It really does look like they're. No, you think it's water.
That is a mirage.
You see, Hunter would have fallen victim to the mirage. Yeah, but that is definitely cool. So pretty soon we'll be in Arizona.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we just got off the highway and are exploring around Arizona a little bit. There's supposed to be some dunes out here that you can rip around on in the Toyota. We saw a dead hog, massive hog, probably like 400 pounds, tusks coming out of it. I was kidding. No, I was a little baby, but yeah, we're excited to be out here in the desert. So this really does look like Mad Max Road Warrior.
4 degrees outside.
But honestly, when you're not in the sun and you're moving like this, it feels like 85 in Florida. Like not even that hot. We can ride with the windows down, honestly. Just like no sweat. Maybe a little sweat.
Man, dang, that's insane. Speed.
So here we are, out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Probably about, I don't know, a lot of miles from the highway. The highway is out that way, which is to the southwest. The truck is down there somewhere. We can't find it from here. We can't see it, but we'll be able to find it when we get back down. Okay, so still out in the desert, just hanging out, enjoying. Hunter took off. He went to go, I don't know, explore. I keep telling him that save his energy because when we get to like Utah, everything is going to be hikeable. All this stuff is just really, really hot. It's about 107 right now, but it doesn't feel too bad. It's so dry. I'm just trying to keep in the shade, but really enjoying being out here, just four-wheeling around through the desert. Super cool. But Hunter's gonna freak when we get to Utah and there's real trails to hike and not just some craggy peaks like there are around here. All right, Hunter, tell them what we're doing.
We're hiking maybe up a mountain.
The top of that mountain.
Top of it, baby.
Got a long.
We're already gone maybe half a mile.
Yeah,
Still
wasn't
got a mile and a half.
it? Wasn't it supposed to be 2 miles?
Yeah, 2
Seems
miles.
like a lot longer than 2.
Oh, that's what Google Maps said.
Okay, here we are, mate, returning from down under. We just hiked, well, just about to the base of that mountain. A little bit less, and we were following our tracks to make sure we didn't get lost. And now we spot the truck.
Saw a wild coyote too.
We saw a coyote, saw a lizard, and we saw two idiots around in the craggy rocks. Day I hike the desert sand without the shred of a plan. If I get lost, then that's okay. It's here I belong anyway. Okay, it's early in the morning, about 6 o'clock, and we're headed out of the desert. Do some off-roading. Okay, so here we are in, where are we, Hunter?
Boa.
Yeah, Boa, Arizona. And it's funny because you got these little ramshackle buildings, and then you're like, boop, there's the courthouse. Like, imagine going to court there. Like, how do you take anything seriously? So, I mean, it's really just a cool little Arizona town.
Population probably 20, 40.
Yeah, it's a neat little place. Look at this. We are now getting into big rock and boulder territory. No more craggy cliffs, crumbling stones. Big, badass, beautiful monoliths. Really cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited to start to get to this really cool part because everything's going to be a lot more fun to climb around on and to explore. It's be so crumbly and gross. So. Okay, here we are. We just left Tombstone, Arizona. And what did you think, Hunter?
Oh man, it was awesome. It kind of sucks because we got there really early in the morning and a lot of places weren't open.
Yeah, we got there like 7:30 a.m. and the only place open was the OK Cafe, like the OK Corral. And so we both had a buffalo burger, which was really good.
It was so good.
Blue
Best
cheese
burger I've
buffalo
ever had.
burger. Never eaten a buffalo. I kind of thought they were endangered, but I mean,
Well, they are apparently.
well, it tasted good.
Whatever.
So I think that
No wonder they're endangered.
You know, I think you're right. There's something about endangered species that just tastes so good. I don't know what it is. So, do you want to say the quick synopsis of what happened in Tombstone? Do you remember the little history lesson?
Oh yeah. So in Tombstone, basically, we got some lawmen, and they didn't like how cowboys around there were treating the city. So they put the hammer down and basically shot them up dead.
Yeah, everybody shot each other. So
Yeah, shot each other.
pretty cool. So yeah, Tombstone. So there's the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat. What do you think about that, Hunter?
Oh, it's crazy and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Much more dangerous than I expected it to be.
Yeah, we stopped and there were places, you know, a couple places with no guardrails, and we just kind of like went down there. Kind of surprised they let us.
One wrong step and you're donezo.
Dunzo, baby.
All right, so Andy and I stopped at this lookout station before we're on our way to our campsite, and there is no one here, and it is gorgeous.
We're social distancing.
And we are.
So I'm going to show you guys how to start a rock slide. If you start with a rock as small as this one, all you do, you take said rock and you just chuck it off a cliff, like so.
Did you see that? That's dangerous.
Okay, so we just left the Grand Canyon and went about 25 miles along the canyon there to find out that the road is closed. And so we're gonna turn around and go back out the long way. I mean,
we're 50 miles out of the way right now, at least.
Just to get, oh hey, there's a drone. Good view and all.
Great view. Totally 100%. Just sucks.
Yeah, just a little bit of a pain in the ass. All right, so we were going the long way back, and then Google suggested this, which is a shortcut, apparently, down some dirt trail. So, you know, we love off-roading.
Yes, we do.
So we'll see. Maybe this will be cut. I really hope that this doesn't come up to a dead end.
Yeah.
Or I'm just gonna freak.
Yeah. 2.3. You always do that to me.
I didn't end it, man. It's still going.
I just like that. And
Spaz.
Yeah. Yeah. Woohoo. Oh yeah, golden. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can't make this stuff up. We are in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And the truck just shut off. We got nothing. We got no, you turn the key, it doesn't even click, nothing. It's like, I think the battery has loose connection. So I'm gonna get my tools out and I'm gonna put that back on and tighten it down and just hope and pray that it starts, because otherwise, we're
And we have no connection right now.
we have no cell
Zero
service.
connection.
I mean, the only other thing is to just kind of hope that, oh man,
You climb that mountain.
holy shit, remember that cockroach you thought you saw?
Yeah, there it is.
Dude, that is one, that's not even a cockroach, dude, that's like a,
It flew on top of
it's like
the.
a pretty strong fucking corn, man.
That thing jumped on me, dude. That thing scared the crap out of me in the morning.
Like all the batteries popped out of this, so I'm just gonna pop them back in.
All right, I'm gonna stop the video.
Okay, so I'm gonna take off this battery terminal. And the secret to battery terminals is you're gonna want a little spit on your finger. Just not too much, just a little bit so it's moist. And you go in there and then you get any corrosion out of there, okay? And then there's a little spark, so that's a good sign. Get that on there nice and tight. And work that down. Not too much. Okay, it's beeping at me, which is a good sign. I'm gonna put a neutral clutch.
Engine on.
Hell yeah, baby. That is a great noise to hear.
Okay, so here we are in Utah. We just woke up. We got here late last night. And I think we're at Lake Powell. It's pretty beautiful here. I'm not sure if you're supposed to swim in this lake or not. I don't see anybody swimming. Really need to take a bath, so that would be pretty cool. We were worried about getting run over because we just slept here, but we didn't. So that was pretty clutch. So this place really is gorgeous. I mean, just stunning views in every direction. I didn't get to see it all when we got here last night. We just kind of drove until we saw the water, and then we're like, time to camp. But yeah, this place is beautiful. Yeah, it's a little mint, a little sketch at the same time. Beautiful hike though.
Andy's getting in Lake Powell. Nice and chilly?
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, it feels nice.
Woo!
You feel clean?
I'm getting there.
Get your hair too, it's grimy.
Not only are we washing our bodies, but we're also washing our clothes out in Lake Powell.
In Lake Powell.
Let me give you a good scenery on what we've climbed down to get here and what is surrounding us. It is beautiful.
The water in Lake Powell actually works great as a stain remover. So I'm gonna see if it works on this little mustard stain I have.
Oh yeah, we're testing it out.
Actually, can't even find it now. Maybe the lake is through.
Alright, so we're leaving Lake Powell. Great, Andy, what did you think about it?
Man, that was one of the most beautiful places I've ever woken up.
Yeah, it really was.
It was cool because we didn't get to see it when we pulled in, and then when we woke up, it was just like wow. And then we went swimming, got cleaned off, cleaned our clothes, did some serious dune crawling, some sand off-roading to get out of here. Got stuck, had to back down the hill and go up another way, but it was all fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're cruising now, headed to Monument Valley.
Okay, so we pulled over to make a little breakfast.
Because we just thought that it was too scenic of a view not to enjoy some delicious spam out of the back of the truck. So we're on our way to Monument Valley, and we stopped to look at this cool abandoned hotel. And then we both had to use the bathroom. So we came out in the woods here and found this interesting little hovel. Hey man, this is prime real estate. Could move right in. We don't even have to go home. It's pretty cool. Okay, we are almost to Monument Valley, and it is absolutely stunning.
Gorgeous.
These are just incredible. Can't wait to get there. Okay, so here we are.
Monument Valley.
This is pretty sweet. Get all these monuments.
Sadly, the off-road trail is closed, though.
Yeah, we were gonna go the scenic route, but closed it. I guess for COVID.
Yeah.
Hate to catch COVID by staying in my own car on a trail.
Yeah, it really sucks.
Wow, this is gorgeous though.
It is a tumbleweed.
So here we are in Mexican Hat, Arizona, and we just went down a little trail for probably about half a mile, and it took us here. Okay, here we have what's about to be the record for longest tumble for a tumbleweed ever. Let her rip, baby. Tumbling tumbleweeds.
Oh yeah.
There she goes. Out of sight, but not out of mind. Gone but not forgotten.
Gone but not forgotten.
Thank you, Mexican Hat Man. I think he did it back.
Did he?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we are headed up to a place called Sheik's Canyon to locate some ancient dwellings. And look at this view.
Look at that view.
Turn the camera around so it's not fun. That is just,
It's like a straight drop off from
it
there.
is serious switchbacks, man. It is really nerve-wracking to go around these bends right here because it's just a sheer drop on the other side. Show 'em. This is just absolutely stunning. We spotted this truck down here from the road. So now we're descending down to it to take a closer look. It seemed like there were some other vehicles down here, over there, that we're also gonna check out. Wow, look at this. This guy did not have a good day. Here's a rim. It's actually kind of cool rim. I wonder what the bolt pattern is on it. Oh, it's bent. Look at this. Here's the drive shaft. Look at that, man. I don't think so, man.
I mean, it's not too far of a walk.
Look at this, man. This is just eerie. I wonder what kind of truck it was. Maybe a Dodge or a Ram. Look, here's the cross member. Air cleaner. It's a shock. Man. Part of the exhaust. Heck, man, parrots are scattered everywhere. Look at this thing, man. This is gnarly. So if you don't think these roads are treacherous, think again, because this is a very sobering reminder to take those turns slowly. Came from off there. Man, hey, grab that oil filter. I could use that. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're about to embark on a hike on Sykes Canyon, or looking for some dwellings, some ancient dwellings. So this should be pretty interesting. No vehicles beyond this point. Let's go. Okay, we just ascended that cliffside across this canyon. We're walking up to what we believe is a dwelling. Ancient people made these homes and these caves years ago
hundreds of years ago. So we're gonna check out, see what they were up to in these caves. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Well, maybe not. I'm gonna take my backpack off. This is pretty cool though. Many years ago, hundreds of years ago, people lived in this cave and saw this scene.
Well, we didn't find the ruins that we came to find. There was a structure that was supposed to be really cool. It's supposed to be like 2 stories tall and a lot left of it. I'll show you what it looked like. It looked like this. So you see, you know, there's multiple buildings, and then this upstairs that's kind of dilapidated. But we didn't find that. We did find a much smaller one, which was cool. But we searched all day. We drank all our water, and now we just made it back to the truck. So, man, I could just go for a cheeseburger right now. Okay, we just woke up. It's day what, 6?
Day 6.
Something like that. I think we're just north of Bluff, Utah. So you probably never heard of it. It's cool enough town. But we kind of pulled off the highway and found a place to camp. And so now we're getting that way, and we have some interesting terrain to conquer. So this looks like, whoa, some kind of old road right here. So, I mean, nothing that Tacoma can't handle. But check this out. This is pretty neat. This is like totally an abandoned road.
Totally looks like an abandoned highway. It's
like,
so big on the side.
If you've ever seen Mad Max, or you've ever seen any like zombie movie, then this road should look familiar, because that's exactly what it looks like to me. Yeah, check this out. I'm not really sure why this road fell into such disrepair and disuse, but it sure is cool, and it's kind of fun to drive down. I wish it went further. It looks like it just goes to the highway right there,
Dude,
but
what's happening? Oh, fuck.
here's a little neat place. You've got Hole in the Rock. It's a 500 square foot house inside a rock, and a little statue of FDR to top it off. Mint. Okay, tell them where we are, Hunter.
We are in the Arches National Park in Utah right now.
Yeah, that's right. Flip that camera out. Show them.
And let's see. Check it out.
Oh my lord.
Well, we're going down.
Prettier.
It does. It just doesn't stop.
I don't know why anybody doesn't live in this part of the country.
Honestly, it's fantastic.
You know, and show them your military pass.
Oh yeah.
Check this out.
I have to show you this.
So we told the lady he was active military, and he showed her ID, his ID, and she gave him this pass, which is like for everything. He even has a skier on it. So if he gets free skiing, I'm joining the army. That's it. That's a deal. Okay, so here we are about to hike Devil's Garden. We saw it was like 14 miles the whole trail, so we brought our backpacks and gear and stuff. But now we feel stupid because nobody else has any like gear or anything. We look like we're gonna go hike all the way from Moab to Zion or something. But I mean, you know, I got snacks and a sleeping bag and stuff. 14 miles, I thought we might hike halfway, sleep the night, and then hike the rest in the morning. So who knows? We'll see. We're prepared for anything. So here we are in Arches. Pretty neat place.
Oh yeah.
We don't like that you're kind of confined to the trail. That's not really our style, but really beautiful. So it's the price you pay for scenic views, I guess. Okay, so we couldn't make it up that side of the canyon. It was simply too vertical and too high to free climb. So we're climbing up this canyon instead, hopefully to get back to the path. What the hell is this thing? It's hissing. It's like a baby vulture. Dude. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's going. Yeah, it's a pretty neat spot. Okay, we just came through this canyon here,
and we are going up there. So we're in Arches National Park, and we were following trails, and the trails led us this way. So I don't know. I mean, it looks a little extreme, a little rugged to be a national park trail. The trails we were on before were really boring. So I mean, I guess careful what you wish for, because we're gonna traverse that now. Okay, so we couldn't make it up that side of the canyon. It was simply too vertical and too high to free climb. So we're climbing up this canyon instead, hopefully to get back to the path. Alright, so I'm just hanging out up here, our campsite. There's a truck down there. Pretty scenic. Then Hunter just went down to investigate that. That turns out to be a tent with tent poles in it. So I suppose we have ourselves a tent now. Good thing we didn't buy one. So we're being frugal. We're gonna wait a little bit to make sure that nobody comes back and picks it up, which is unlikely to quite unlikely. But yeah, that's a major score.
So me and Andy just were walking along and we found this.
Found
An old campsite. On top of this hill too. It's not like it's accessible by vehicle. And it's got a nice overhang. It's got a beautiful scene.
This might be just the right size to put over the bed of my truck.
And this, like Andy said, might be just the right size to sleep on bed tonight.
We'll see.
We'll see about it. We'll try it out.
Okay, night has fallen, and we have decided to go raid that tent. So the reason it was abandoned was because the poles were all broken, but we have salvaged enough of the poles to make this tent sort of work. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Now that is mint. That is like a brand new tent. I think that's actually how the manufacturer intended it to be put together. So now we have a tent. And that is what, Hunter? Beans. It's beans. Okay, so here I have that ping pong table that we salvaged from that old campsite. And I have it on top of the bed topper in such a way that it will disperse my weight just enough that I can sleep up here without risking bending any of the metal rods inside it. Okay, we're about to get out on the Schaefer Trail. You know it's badass when it says high clearance 4-wheel drive required. Look at this road we are driving on. That is pretty gnarly. We are driving along the edge of an absolute cliff. You can't even see how far down it is because it's just straight. Look at this view. Schaefer Trail. Can't beat that.
Okay, here we are on the Fins and Things Trail in Moab, Utah. It's already looking pretty gnarly. I'm gonna put it in 4 low for this. And here we go. See, that wasn't so bad. We just totally conquered that. Like nobody's business. In here, more rugged than anything we've seen yet on this trip. About 100 times more rugged than anything in Florida. my buddy is a guide out here, and he said that dudes come from the south and think that they're big shots, like 4x4 guys, and then he sends them down a trail and they just are not prepared for it at all. And honestly, I'm worried that's a little bit what we're doing right now, because this trail is a 5 out of 10, but that's Moab rating, so that's probably a lot tougher than it sounds. So we got some pretty gnarly terrain up ahead. Oh shit. This is something else, man. I'm nervous.
I don't think that right tire is gonna make it up. Oh, I might. Yeah, there it is. Right side. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so here we are in Cisco, Utah. It's a ghost town, and it's pretty cool. It was supposedly a mining town, and then, you know, as the story goes, the mine dried up or whatnot, and it was abandoned. So apparently some sisters bought it, and they've been trying to make it some kind of an art destination. Like, supposedly they've been painting buildings and doing stuff, but I don't see anything that's very artistic. That's a sweet rig out there. Man, that's awesome. God, I wonder whose truck that is. I'd love to take those home. Look at that one with the tow rig. Wow. This is pretty neat. Yeah, look at, there's some cool stuff. Home of the brave, Cisco. Look at those houses, man. Those are just wacky. I have no idea why they would be elevated like that. There's no reason around here. Duster! Duster! Where is it? Duster, there it is, baby. Look at that. Plymouth Duster. Or is that a dart sport? I can't tell, but that is super cool. Gotta love the A-body Mopar in the field. That's a field. Alright, it is 10:20. We've been driving for about, what, like 13 hours maybe? 14 hours.
14 hours.
We're almost to Tennessee. We left from East Colorado this morning, and we're really bummed out that the trip is coming to an end. You know, ever since we got east of like Denver, it's just been really boring terrain.
Ever since we turned east,
Yeah,
it's been sad.
it's been really sad for us. So we had a good trip though, so we're happy that we did it. Okay, we just crossed the Florida border back into the state. It's a bummer to be back, but it's nice to be back at the same time. We stopped and bought some fireworks, and we've been throwing firecrackers at each other back and forth. We got 300 count boxes of firecrackers with the green wicks for $8. So that, you can't beat that. I mean, they say you have to go to Missouri for good deals, but I think the good deals are right here in Florida. All right, we just made it back to Sarasota.
All in one piece.
Here's Hunter's car. We got a lot of stuff in the truck to clean out, to sort out. But it does feel good to be back home. Man, we should have ditched this ping pong table somewhere. My dad is not gonna like that in his driveway, but
Man,
Well, I'm happy I'm back just because the drive sucked.
yeah,
On
the
the
drive
way
the
here.
drive home kind of sucked.
27 hours and 2 days of
Just
driving.
of
and
nothing.
just boring
So.
landscape. So
Anyway,
sad it's over.
but thank you for watching.